So I made this video yesterday and someone said, your arrogance shows strong. 10 years of experience at 18 years old is an interesting statement. Grammar aside, this person is saying that there's no way that I could have a decade of experience at 18 years old. But there is one way. Child slave. No, but this is possible without being illegal. Let's define work experience. And feel free to disagree with me in the comments. But I define work experience as time spent in a specific role looking to achieve a specified result. That is work experience. So under that case, if you have a year of working at acquisition.com and a year at Amazon, you have 2 years of work experience. The thing that I didn't say is that you did both of these in the same fiscal year. And yes, this is a situation that's unlikely, but it happens more than you think. Today, there are people who work 2 or 3 jobs to keep food on the table and a roof over their heads. I'm not in that scenario, but what I would say to them is to tell other people, I have X amount of work experience. This way they can put the amount of years compounded when having multiple roles into their amount of work experience, so that way they can show how long they've been working and the experience that they have. I also have to make it clear, I didn't play many great roles financially in the companies I worked with. And I've worked in 4 companies officially, including nonprofits, and I've been doing this kind of stuff for 3+ years, and so legitimately I have over a decade of work experience. Now keep in mind, this is not years of working, this is work experience. But these experiences taught me everything I know, and the truth is, I'm the only one who can get these experiences. Now this isn't to say that you guys can't learn what I've learned, you just can't do the exact same thing that I did. You have to do your own path. ... And that's okay. And just because that you won't get the same experiences won't mean that you won't get the same lessons. The reason I do YouTube is because I want to share the lessons I've learned, so that way you guys don't have the same problems I have if you guys are starting off, or even if you're in the game and want to learn from a kid. And that's another thing. If you are already ahead of me, great, don't listen, click off the video. But I don't put videos up here to get attention. Like I said, I put these videos up to teach, to make sure that you guys get the lessons. And I don't need a 1 out of 10 video, even though that would be freaking awesome. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to show the lessons I've learned, so that way you don't have to get the scars that I've gotten. And the thing that sucks the most is most people think that a kid can't have the same experience that an adult has gotten, or different experiences. But I've legitimately seen the worst and best in people. I've lived in some amazing places. Right now, I live in an amazing place. I live in a great home. I'm very privileged. But I've also been there for people when they're about to themselves. And for their privacy, I'm not going to say their names. But on top of this, the fact that people are commenting these things and aren't willing to learn from a kid shows me 2 things. 1, they aren't open to the fact that a kid might have had different experiences from them. And 2, those experiences that are different don't have lessons. Yes, I might be young, but all of my mentors learn from people who are older and younger than them. The truth is that the best kind of humility is knowing your strengths, but having the humility to know that someone is better than you regardless of age. Like in the last video, I want to be a private equity investor. In fact, that's why I started up my private equity firm. And my role in investing is different than traditional private equity. But the truth is that I still have that experience of running businesses that these other founders don't have. And the role of a private equity owner is to provide value to the business owners, to have the businesses grow, and I own a small stake. I have some kind of influence on the business. It doesn't mean that I need voting shares. It just means that I need influence, in which I have in all the companies. And by the way, I asked for non-voter shares. I didn't say I need voter shares, and then we discussed and like, okay, fine, I'm okay with no voter shares. No, I asked for it. Before people say that I'm just lashing out at this guy for commenting on my last video, I don't mean it that way, because he or she, they're absolutely right. I mean, I'm 18 years old. What do I know? And also, it's not traditional private equity, so why call it private equity? It just seems like I'm over-grandizing myself. The way I look at it is that this person is right in their own world, 100%. And they just live in a way that I would not prefer. If they're commenting on an 18-year-old video, like 18-year-old person's video, saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, you're dumb and arrogant by saying this. He didn't say dumb, by the way, just to be clear, but he did say arrogant. Like, I would not prefer to live in that way if you're going to bash on other people. And I prefer to live in a world to where I watch one of these kids' videos and I uplift them. And at the end of the day, people will say some things and it might hurt, but I don't find offense in anything this guy says. This person's right, but this person isn't right to me. I honestly just need more content so that way I have more time to prepare things to give you guys for content in the near future. But I mean, if this video has helped you anyway, please subscribe. It helps me out. And just remember, every person is different and you can learn from everyone. Just because someone is young doesn't mean that they don't have experience. Regardless on if they're 7 years old or if they're 80 years old, you can learn from everyone.